Today we're headed to the top of Oak Creek Spire. To get there, I'm gonna have to face my fears on the jump while leading an impromptu Zumba class, play a couple rounds of what I like to call loose block gambling.
Oh, that's moving.
I'll also be casting some anchor spells, and even struggling on some 5.9+.
Oh, no.
The route is located on the back side of Oak Creek Spire, the north face. It's a fantastic route to do when it's hot out because it's almost entirely shaded. This is north face west crack.
So who's leading the first pitch out of you two?
So whoever wins is starting the lead.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. 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 Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Oh! So does that mean Drew gets the jump?
Oh, I do. Okay. It's better that the heavier guy does the jump on lead. Sure. That makes a lot
Hang on, computing. Hold
not
on.
even-
It's a little spicy right off the ground here with a thin hands crack. If you have small hands, it might be perfect. I've been trying to include more mid-climb commentary, just to give you guys an idea of what it's like to actually be out there. Hopefully I don't say anything too embarrassing.
Bro, my BO is going crazy. I'm so stinky.
Go ahead and cruise up this pillar and zip it up as much as you'd like.
I see a perfect nut.
Track that on my total time wasted placing nuts.
3, 6, 9, 8, 4, 5. Let me just sock it to me one more time. Get low. Get low. Get low. Get low. Get low. Get low.
Here I'm just zipping it up as much as possible because I can see the crux, kind of like a right-leaning crack larger than hands. It was definitely a little reachy, and the jams weren't very good until I got to the right of this big lump.
Climb on.
There's pitch 2 and 3. I think that's the hand crack of pitch 2, and that's like the chimney dihedral of pitch 2, and then I think 3 goes up that chimney way up there, and then there's a jump. We're gonna find out.
From the belay here, I'm going to teleport us up to the start of pitch 2 right here. The crux for pitch 2 is right off the ground. As you can see here, there's pretty much nothing for feet, and as for the hands, you have a good hand jam down low, followed by some wide stuff, constricting hand jam, 3 feet of wide, up to better hand jams. Since the feet aren't very good for this section, it's an incredibly strenuous set of moves for your back. I ended up not really having a plan and flailing around for almost 2 minutes on bad feet, just completely destroying my back. If I could do it again, I'd probably go for the higher hand jams a lot sooner. I would have had more energy to place from there and even clip. So I basically ended up just coming down and regrouping.
Okay.
So at this point, my plan was to get that constricting hand jam with my left hand and then get a number 3 in that wide stuff so I'm protected to make some more committing moves above. Now, what actually ended up happening is it took me almost 20 seconds to get that left hand jam in, and then I spent another 20 seconds trying to find the number 3 on my harness. So it wasn't until 40 seconds into my second attempt where I was even trying to place a piece, much less clip a piece. It was also a bad placement, so I had to flip it around and readjust it, and then I didn't have enough energy to clip it, so I just came down to rest. Alright, attempt number 3, I was super focused. I got that left hand jam in right away. I had enough strength to make the clip. Got my feet up, got that high hand jam, plenty of energy, matched my left hand. Got my right foot up comfy, and then from this stance, it felt super good. I was able to get a number 1 in and clip that. Here's where I made the fatal flaw of doing a thumbs down jam, which makes pulling up with your biceps much more difficult than a thumbs up jam. Now that thumbs down jam isn't necessarily a death sentence, but then I did a thumbs down jam with my left hand as well, and that was the nail in the coffin.
Me now.
I just slipped right out. That was just a technique failure, so I hopped right back on. You can see I do another thumbs down jam with my right hand, but I do a thumbs up jam with my left hand, and then I can bump up to the jugs without any issue. And that's pretty much the crux of pitch 2, but the spice will continue flowing. There is a flaring chimney up next, and it is quite strenuous. There's this technique that I really like that's in the Pete Whitaker crack climbing book called the hip thrust. And the reason I like it is because it doesn't take a lot of energy to engage, and it's super comfortable because your thighs are kind of like flat against the rock in front of you. The pieces you're going to want to bring to protect the second half of this chimney are going to be a number 5 and then a number 4. You can probably, the 4 will probably be a little tipped out, but it'll still work, I think. And then I also have this smaller big bro that kind of subs in as a number 5, and so using that combined with the number 5, it was, the second half was super protected.
Right, the end.
After exiting the flared chimney, just work your way up this gully and build a belay.
I'm gonna build a belay in here. Stand by. Let me crack these shoes and then no. And then we'll get going. Smile, JJ.
So you can't really see anything from where I built this pitch 2 anchor, but pitch 3 was absolutely jaw-dropping.
Oh my god. I had no idea. That is so cool.
I'm not sure it's really coming across in the video, but this pitch was so insanely exposed. Just such a cool crack system. And being able to see through the wall and out into the expansive canyon was just breathtaking.
Jesus Christ. This is the craziest shit I've ever climbed. This is absolutely bonkers.
I was kind of having a field day because this is like my favorite style of climbing, very 3D, stemming, creative stuff.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh. Okay. That's crazy good. This chalkstone feels loose. Did you yard on some of these chalkstones? Oh. Oh, that's moving. I don't like it. Oh, yeah. Just fell right out. Some more beautiful exposure. This is the time to like desensitize yourself. It just feels like it's gonna fall apart.
That's the exposure on my pitch is just nuts. The amount of times you're just stemmed all the way across.
Bro.
Yeah.
Getting a little shaky like thinking about this. I think the scariest part is the launch pad angles down a little bit. So that's a good 6-foot gap. This is why we're here, this jump. Here's to the edge of the rock, wingspan. This should theoretically make it. Theoretically. Whew.
Hey.
Okay, so chill.
Cool, man.
It's chill.
Chill.
There's a lot of room over here.
Where did your hands go? I don't even know.
I just kind of landed just like this. I didn't really grab anything. Oh my god, I'm shaking, dude. I can't stop shaking. All right, give me a little slack. I'm gonna step over it if I can stop shaking. It's not even the exposure now. It was legitimately just the jump nerves because this doesn't feel too bad.
Oh my god, that's scary.
Oh, so smooth.
That was the best one by far.
I'm just going to show you a quick clip of JJ climbing this summit pitch. The crux is right here, kind of getting into this overhanging crack. It's just a little awkward, but mostly it cruise up to the anchors. To get to the true summit, you just have to climb this little crack to the right of the anchor.
Do I have to down climb that? I don't really see a register though. I might be blind. Okay, well, I guess I'm coming back down. Go ahead and lower.
Down climbing felt a little sketchy here, so I went ahead and just lowered off the back and then walked back around to the anchor.
All right, take it up. Okay, lower me down to that and then I'll swing out.
I'll give you a little.
Rope.
You can do a double rope rappel off of this anchor to get down to the huge ledge at the top of pitch 1, or if you have just a single rope, you can stop at a tatted up boulder about halfway down. It's got like 6 wraps of tat around it. You can't really miss it. We hung out on the summit for a long time. We were taking our sweet time, so we got out in the dark, which was nice because it wasn't hot out on the hike back, so look at the bright side. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't already. I've got a lot more crazy Sedona adventures coming, so I will see you in the next one.